and welcome back to my playthrough of the X-Files using the cooperative variant that can be found on the Geek. And of course, you will find a link to the variant in the description of this video. Both parties, the Syndicate and the agents, were able to make some progress. So in total, the Syndicate player already gathered 3 points out of 25 he needs in order to beat us. And the agents were able to collect 2 of those puzzle pieces already. Let's get started, and again we will start with Fox Mulder. And I think the very first thing he will do is to use his Believer special ability. So he pays 1 of those influence tokens, and I think he will have a peek at this Syndicate card here. And what do we have here? The corrupt law enforcement. When revealed, any ongoing conflict investigation is cancelled. And this is really bad news, because this is really a case I wanted to send Mulder to using the firefight card here. But we already know that this will be cancelled once we play this. This is really tough not to correct now, so I think I really have to reconsider my whole turn now. Yeah, let me come back when I have thought this through. Okay, I think I know what I want to do now. So first of all, Mulder will now move here into the south. So this was his first step, move or consult. Originally I wanted to consult, but I think I reconsidered that, so I will move down here. Then I will act, and I will play the emerging patterns. I'm strong in this alien phase 1 here. Sometimes the only sane answer to an insane world is insanity. Investigate 2 + 1 for every Syndicate card attached to this X-file. Right now there are 2 Syndicate files attached to it, so this means we would be allowed to place 4 of those progress tokens. Not a bad start, but of course, next we have to reveal our Syndicate cards here. This is disgraced. When revealed, the agent whose turn it is loses 3 influence. And I think this is kind of good news, because Fox Mulder only has 1 of those, so I will have to return those. And the co-op variant rules say that you now start looking at the other agents, and so basically they have to pay until we spend 3 of those tokens. But the good thing is, it seems we are all out of those progress tokens, so we can basically ignore the rest of this card. But unfortunately, we still have 1 more to go. And here we have Wild Goose Chase. When revealed, add 2 cigarette tokens to the evidence bag. Wow, this is really awful. But I cannot help it. Let's place 1, 2 of those cigarette tokens into the evidence bag. But the good thing is, they did not interfere with our investigation, so we can get rid of those. This will be discarded like normal. We still need 3 more progress tokens because of the ally. This is now a difficulty of 7. But I think we should be good to conclude this turn. And therefore we just draw another card. Hey, that's a good icon for him. He's a strong skill. Check archives. Investigate 2 + 1 for every solved X-file in the case. Okay, that's pretty much the same ability. Then it's Walter Skinner. Because he's well connected, he's allowed to get 1 of those influence tokens. And I think he will also move down here to the south. And there he will play Call in Favor. Draw a card, and every agent, including you, gains 1 influence. Let's first draw the card, and here we have Axiom Body. We know this one. This is again a perfect card for Walter Skinner. But still, all of our agents still get 1 additional influence token. Awesome. Then we are still allowed to draw 1 card because of the end of his turn. For him, this is Agent Pandrel. This seems to be a great card for Fox, an ally. This is awesome. Syndicate cards cost 1 extra influence to reveal. This is kind of awesome when you play it normally, but of course in this case we are still allowed to replace that ally which the Syndicate player has played earlier. So this is really a great card. Then it's Dana's turn. She will also move here to the south. And there she will play the helpful dream. I've always believed that dreams are answers to questions we haven't figured out how to ask yet. Gain 2 influence. That's already a good thing. And then you may play another card. And I think she will play the question witness cards. Sometimes they come in real low and they just put on the skitters right. Investigate 2, +1 for every other agent in this region. This is not her strong skill, so she has to pay 1 of her influence tokens. This is not that bad, I guess. And yeah, this is already also enough to place 3 more progress tokens on this case. This is awesome, just enough to solve it, again because of that awful ally up there. And so she's allowed to draw 2 tokens out of the bag, and because she's Dana Scully, she can basically draw 3 and choose 2. Okay, let's do that. I really haven't shown. First one, cigarette token. That's crap, but still we can draw 3. This is a 1, that's not so good. And this is another one. And we can now put 1 token back, and not so sure right now. I think I will put the cigarette token back for now. So we have 2 of those inference or investigation tokens now, but this is not enough to buy another piece of the puzzle. This is really, really bad. So we have to place those 2 tokens here near the coffee cup next to the game board. This will be our area where we keep those tokens, unless we will spend them in order to gain 1 piece of the puzzle. Let's discard everything. Progress token, go back. This will be flipped and those cards will be discarded, of course, but Dana is still allowed to grab 1 more card. And here we have legwork, UFO, investigate 3. That's kind of a cool card, I guess. Then we come to the syndicate player's turn, as there are still 2 unsolved cases on the board. He's allowed to grab 2 tokens out of the bag. This is a 1 and another one. This is another one. This time we were kind of lucky, so the syndicate players still remains at this very first stage here. Next we have to bring in a new case, so let's see what we have here. This is the south, this has to go here, and it says fresh bones. Mulder, voodoo only works by instilling fear in its believers. You saw how Beauvoir tried to intimidate me. I'll admit the power of suggestion is considerable, but this is no more magic than a pair of fuzzy dice. It's a paranormal investigations. Add 1 more progress token to this X-file than usual. This is actually good news, because this is a perfect case for Mulder, of course. But let's place those syndicate cards here face down accordingly, and I think then we should be good to go to start the next round. And I think Fox will still pay 1 influence using his believer special ability to reveal. Let's go for this syndicate card, and we know this one. The wild goose chase. When revealed, add 2 cigarette tokens to the evidence bag. So here's 1 and 2. Let's place them in the bag, and I think overall there are at least 5 tokens in there, and I think I forgot to add 1 tokens during the last turn when he drew that, so I will repair that now. So this is the token for the syndicate player from his last turn. Now we should be good. Okay, this card can be discarded. It's done its effect, and then it's Fox's normal turn, and I think he will consult with another agent. And I think he will give this card here to Walter Skinner, and Walter Skinner returns the Agent Pendrell card to him. Then he will investigate, and he will play the Check Archives card. Again, it's his strong skill. These murders span nearly a century. 19 homicides, 5 occurring every 30 years since 1903. All in the Baltimore area. Investigate 1 + 2 for every sold X-file in this region. Right now it's unfortunately only one, but still that's one additional progress token, and we still get one more because of the paranormal thingy down there. So investigations add one more progress to this X file than usual. Theoretically those would be 4 progress tokens, but of course we don't know what's down here. And here we see the well manicured man, another ally. When the syndicate player adds cigarette tokens to the evidence bag, they add 1 extra. Good thing is we haven't played our ally yet, and we just traded him. Okay, yeah, I should have stick to my original plan, but we cannot help it. This ally here gets discarded, and therefore we will place the well manicured man. And I'm really thinking of retrading again, so that, yeah, I think we can give that ally from our agents to Dana Scully also. Let's see. But again, we were kind of lucky, so this card gets discarded, so it did not interfere with our investigation. Again, this was already the turn. Let's draw a card for Agent Fox. Another cell phone call. Talk to me. Investigate 2 + 1 for each other agent who discards a card. That's always a good card. Then it's Walter Skinner. He grabs himself 1 influence. He will stay where he is. He will not consult with another agent. I think he's pretty happy with his cards. So he will directly jump into phase 2. And of course he will act again. He will exhume a body. Investigate 3. So this is already 7. We need 2 more and we get +1 for each influence we spend, and of course he will spend those 2 influence tokens, and this should be enough to solve that case south up there. Keep in mind the ally is no longer in place, so we don't need 10 of those progress tokens anymore, so we just solved this case here as well. This also means we can draw 3 tokens, but keep in mind he does not have the special ability of Dana. So here's the first one, so 1, okay. Second one, another one, and the third one. We keep all 3 of those, and 3 more. This is just enough, and we will spend those immediately, of course at the end of his turn, but I think we can already do that in order to place our 3rd piece of the puzzle. Awesome! Skinner is still allowed to draw a card. Let's do that. This is the autopsy. Investigate 2 + every other science card in your hand. Wow, this is the perfect card for Dana. Wow, awesome. I really have to think about that. Then it's Dana's turn. I think she will also stay where she is. So she will consult, and I think she will consult with Fox Mulder. So she will give him this card, and Fox will give her the Agent Pendrell ally card in return. Then it's her act phase, so she will immediately play Agent Pendrell here. Hey, thanks, keep it up yourself. Keep it up yourself. What a doof. Of course, she has to pay 1 influence token. It's a normal skill for her, but this means this is now a new ally who will replace the well manicured man, so we no longer have to draw additional cigarette tokens or place in new cigarette tokens. Last thing to do would be to draw a card for her, and this is another science card for her, the careful investigation. Draw 5 evidence, discarding any cigarettes, keep 1 evidence and return the others to the bag. Wow, this is really an awesome card for her. Then we come to the syndicate player. There are still 2 more cases that are open, so again we are allowed to draw 2 tokens from the bag. So this is a 1. Wow, still we are lucky. And this is a 2. Okay, luck has left us just now, so in total he just reached 8 points, so he finally managed to get to the 2nd spot here. And I just noticed I forgot to move our counter as well. This time I will not forget, as he was able to draw evidence tokens from the bag, he's still allowed to place 1 additional cigarette token back. And because we got rid of the well manicured man, we keep it at 1, which is a good thing. Then we have to refill our cases. So let's see what we get. This is a case again in the south down there, Ascension. When I got to the top of Skyline Mountain, I saw an unmarked helicopter working the area. I believe that Agent Krychek gave away the whereabouts of Dwayne, Barry and Agent Scully to whoever he's working with. When this X-file is opened, the agents immediately return all unspent evidence to the evidence bag. This is really crap, as we still had 2 of those. So 1 more and we would be able to exchange it for another piece of the puzzle of the poster. Wow, this sucks. Okay, cannot help it. And of course, before I forgot, let's place the syndicate cards accordingly to the newly discovered case. I think I will end my playthrough for today. Until now, I was thinking I was doing good. Then I drew this Ascension case card here and I had to return those evidence tokens, and I was really hoping to get 2 pieces of the puzzle during the next turn, because I think there's a good chance that with closing this case here, I would be able to gain at least maybe 3-4 more of those tokens, maybe really with closing 2 cases or so. Yeah, but I think we will have to wait and see how things turn out. And yeah, I really hope you are still enjoying my little playthrough of the X-Files here. I certainly do, and hope to see you soon in one of my next videos. And until then, bye bye.